Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, I am Indri Wahyuni. I am the second semester of Economy Faculty Accounting Department. In this special occasion, I would like to talk about the dangers of drugs. This is very important because there are still many mentally unstable teenagers who abuse drugs because they do not pay attention to the magnitude of the dangers of drugs. Narkoba stands for narcotic and dangerous drug. In addition to drugs, another term that was introduced in particular by the Ministry of Health of the Republic of Indonesia is NAPZA, which is an abbreviation for narcotic, psychotropic, and addictive substance, which means substance or substance which, when inserted into the human body, either orally or drunk, are inhaled or injected, can change a person's thoughts, moods or feelings and behavior. Drugs can cause physical and psychological dependence or addiction. All of these terms are either drugs or drugs, referring to a group of substances that generally have a risk of addiction for their use. According to health experts, drugs are actually psychotropic drugs that are commonly used to anesthetize patients when they are about to undergo surgery or drugs for certain diseases. But now, its use is measured, including by using out of dose limits or overdosage. This is due to various reasons, ranging from the desire to experiment, have fun, follow trend or style, symbolize social status, want to forget about problems, and so on. Otherwise, drugs are abused. Continuous use will cause dependence or dependence, also called addiction. Drug abuse is strongly influenced by the promiscuity of today's youth. The refusal to try to feel freestyle is said it is because the mind is not playing if you haven't tasted drug, especially in the current era where everything is easy to get, including getting the white powder. The most fatal impact of drug abuse is overdose, which results in death. From BNN data, about 15,000 people have to die every year due to drug use, of which 78% are teenagers. There are so many impacts of drug abuse. At least teenagers can think more wisely before trying new things. Drugs cause severe addiction in users. As we know that drugs are one of the addictive substances that make people addicted. If the user is addicted or commonly called sakai, then they must get drugs. Sakai is a condition where the body demands certain substances that have been entered before, so that if it is not fulfilled, the body will feel so sick that the user can't stand it if he doesn't get drugs. Furthermore, drugs worsen health. Who doesn't know about this danger? But they don't care. Drug abuses will clearly worsen health from the result of research by experts. Drug users will tend to have very low immune system, making them susceptible to diseases such as fever, respiratory diseases, heart diseases, and even cancer. This clearly makes their future also bleak. Therefore, you should avoid drugs. The next result is mental decline. Drug users will experience mental decline after taking drugs. This is clearly self-defeating. Drug users will often experience depression, excessive anxiety, hallucination, and other mental disorders. This will destroy the future of drug users, because if a drug user is addicted, it will be difficult to stop except through the rehabilitation process. Drug abuse is the use of drugs outside of medical needs without a doctor's supervision. Is a violation of the law as stated in Article 59 of Law Number 5 years 1997 concerning psychotropic, and Law Number 22 years 1997 concerning narcotic. Whereas in the view of Islam, drug abuse and drinking alcoholic beverage are major sins as contained in the Quran Surat Al-Baqarah, verse 290, and the Quran Surat Al-Ma'idah, verse 91. And substance, material, or drink that can intoxicate and weaken common sense, such as alcoholic beverage, is unlawful in the hadith narrated by Abdullah bin Umar R.I. Effort to prevent the spread of drugs among students should be our shared responsibility. In this case, all parties including parents, teachers, and the community must play an active role in being aware of the threat of drugs, especially teenagers or students today. Until now, there is no such effective treatment for drug users. People who use drugs are like buying a ticket for an hour's journey without being able to return. That means that even though there is healing, there is still a harmful effect. Not only the impact on health if we use drugs, but we can also get punished. So whatever the reason, drugs are not a way to help the enjoyment or pleasure of life. Talking about drugs, it seems that the cases of abuse in our country are never ending. Based on data from the National Narcotic Agency or BNN, until the year 2008, the number of drug users in Indonesia reached 3.2 million people. Of this amount, 32% are students as well as university students. For that, whatever the reason and why you should never take the drug, let alone just for social purposes. That's all my discussion about the dangers of drugs. I hope that after you watch my video, you realize the impact when we take drugs and avoid drugs, because once they are entangled, it will be difficult to escape, and never accept an invitation to try drugs. Avoid drugs before the drugs treat you, because drugs abuse is a shadow of death in life. It will also erase your dreams of life, even your personality. Thank you for your attention. You can give me a like, comment, share, and subscribe below. And see you in the next video. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.